This is NDTV. And you're watching Metronation Delhi.
Hello and welcome to Time Out Delhi. Today we've got something for all you automobile lovers out there. We've come to Pro Bono Publico, one of the few vintage and classic car museums in the country, and it's right here at a farmhouse in Mehrauli. This is home to 70 old cars and they are all beautiful. I can't wait to find out all about them, but first, you guys check out what else is coming up on the show today.
Find out how and where you can enjoy Delhi by cycle. Mithu talks about the love of art. And Blinking Heart to Fireless matches, all about Dhananjay Gadre's innovations.
There are some really beautiful cars in this collection at Pro Bono Publico. Cadillacs, Mercedes, Buicks, you name it, they've got it right here at this museum. And the man behind this amazing collection is Mr. Diljit Titus, who has very kindly agreed to talk to us today.
Hi.
Sir, I have to say I'm awestruck by this beautiful collection that you've got here. I've never seen so many vintage classic cars in one place. What made you start collecting these cars?
Well, this is basically a labor of love, and the passion to collect this goes back about 12 years now.
Yeah.
So I've been collecting for the last 12 years, and I've been assiduously searching out these cars, and I've got friends who've been helping me out and look for them. They've been giving me tips, and I've been visiting a lot of states and cities all over the country. 90% of these cars come from erstwhile Maharajas.
Yeah.
So, for example, this belonged to the Maharaja of Nabha at one time.
Okay.
And this was used for state processions and touring and.
Okay. So they're all quite old, we can say about.
There's a lot of I think there's a lot of heritage and there's a lot of history behind each of these cars, because most of these cars were used for weddings, for royal touring, for royal processions. There's a Dodge 39 that I have, which belongs to the Maharaja of Palitana.
Okay.
And this car was used extensively by him. This is incidentally now the only Lincoln sedan, 1947. There's a V12.
Right.
This is the only Lincoln sedan in the country. We have a convertible also.
Wow.
But it's the only Lincoln sedan in the country.
Okay.
This makes it interesting. This car, incidentally, the Buick 48, this belongs to the first mayor of Delhi, Lala Shamnath.
Okay.
So we have some of these interesting cars with interesting owners, with interesting background. This belongs to the Maharaja of Patiala.
Yeah.
This Cadillac at the 47. This is a Series 60S, a Fleetwood bodied car. This belonged to the Patiala Maharaja. In fact, we have some photographs where he's touring in this car, and in fact he got married in this one.
Right. Well, Mr. Titus, it is a very beautiful collection, and we will talk a little more about it in a while, but for now it's time to tell our viewers about a different mode of transport and a group that calls itself Delhibycycle. And they believe the best way for you to explore the capital is by cycle.
Ever thought of going around Old Delhi on a bicycle? It might turn out to be one of your most romantic experiences that ride through the old town and its characteristic narrow lanes. Here is Delhibycycle, an initiative by Delhi-based Dutch journalist Jack Lenars.
This is Delhibycycle, welcome. This is Mukesh, my name is Jack. I'm going to show you around in Old Delhi. Some traffic rules. Use your bell, very important. Okay? Very important, stay in one line. I'm heading the group, Mukesh is back, and you are in between. So just go with the flow, and you will be safe.
Fanatic cyclist that he is, Jack came up with this unique bicycle tour to explore Delhi in a way different from the usual guided bus and taxi tours. Delhibycycle focuses on the street experience with supplementary information along the way.
I think Old Delhi is the most interesting parts for people to discover. The city, it's the city of Shah Jahan. They call it Shah Jahanabad. So I tell people we are the guests of Shah Jahan. if you want to know about history, you can find it in books. I'm offering just a unique experience. I mean, you on your bicycle, discovering the old city.
Starting at Ajmeri Gate, the ride takes you through the narrow lanes of the famous Tilak Spice Market, the sprawling greens of civil lines, halting at Maharaja Lane for a hot cup of chai, and onto the historical sites like the Red Fort and Jama Masjid, not missing out on Delhi's very own Chandni Chowk.
It was easy, you know. I first thought it was going to be hectic. I thought it was going to be stressful, you know, riding on a bicycle. But I guess it was just nice. If I had my way, I would rather have this happen like every weekend, you know, just to whine, because I think it's really very recreative.
It's my second time with Delhibycycle. I like it very much. Today I feel more comfortable and more confident on the bike. It's a really nice experience, I think. You can feel the traffic, the people and the crowd, and really the atmosphere of the city.
You think you already know your city? Wait till you take this guided bicycle tour for a very unique perspective of Delhi.
Well said.
This is NDTV. And you're watching Metronation Delhi.